These are the best secret tips and tricks to help you dominate the DMZ, and I promise there will be tips throughout this video that you didn't know. All tips and tricks have been tested and are still working at the time of this video being published. Leave a comment below if you have a tip you think that I missed and you'd like to be featured in a future video. The first thing you need to know is all the common spawn points on the Al Mazrah map. Some are very close together, so it's good to know which ones are because you'll have a higher chance of running straight into operators in the DMZ. Having a backup plan of what challenges that you're trying to do based off where you spawn is also a good strategy, and the spawns in the middle of the map are two of the best because you have an advantage to get to certain locations before the other operators do. Shout out to Sleeper Squirrel on Twitter who made this awesome map. Now, if you've worked your way through some missions and done tier 3, you might remember these seemingly random hidden weapon caches. You can find random loot, sometimes pretty epic stuff, and they actually spawn every game. Now here's a map somebody who now deleted their account posted on Reddit with all the known locations so far. Very handy if you're nearby and need some quick loot. Now if you go to a buy station and spend $17,000, you can get a machine gun equipped LTV. But you can also get one at the start of the game if you start a deliver cargo contract and then you go into the pause menu and you cancel it once you have accessed the LTV. You won't need to finish the contract and you can keep the LTV for the rest of your exfil. Intel contracts also come with a double bonus. If you complete one Intel contract, it will tell you the exact location of the Juggernaut, which is really good if you want to do a weapons case because it makes it way easier to take him out. If you complete a second Intel contract in the same match, it will spawn in the helicopter commander, which is great if you take him out for getting rare loot, including things like keycards. You may have seen one of the tier 5 Legion challenges is trying to do 5 contracts in less than 1 minute per contract. Now, if you're wondering how to do that, if you actually do a demolition contract, it will tell you the location of nearby safes. Now, every time you hit a safe, it will class as a contract and they can be done in under 1 minute. This is the only easy way to do this challenge, so make sure you take note of this for if you get to tier 5 of Legion. This is also really good for doing challenges that need a lot of cash because you can hit multiple safes. Now, you all probably know by now if you do a hostage contract, it gives you a guaranteed free exfil. But did you know that if you can find your way into the hostage building through a window, or if a guard opens a door, you can get inside without the bomb timer starting, as long as you didn't breach one of the doors. It gives you complete freedom to go in and kill all the armored guards and grab the hostage without the bomb timer counting down. Now be careful, they buff the guards in hostage contracts now, so make sure you equip a pistol so you can shoot whilst you are carrying the hostage. If the exfil is really far away, then what you can do is drop the hostage on top of a car and actually drive to the chopper. Now your insured gun can be quite useful, and if you lose it, you might want to get it back in the fastest way possible. The best place to do this is to go into Al Mazrah City and look for the dead drop there. If you go there and you come to this building, it is a bank and it is usually full of cash. You can stock up here, and if there's a burger town nearby, you can loot it all, go to the dead drop, and with a couple of trips around the city, you should have enough loot to get your insured weapon back, or at least pretty close. And if you need a certain weapon type for a mission but you keep dying and you want to do it quickly, or you want to build an inventory of 5 attachment contraband guns, what you can do is get your friend to build the weapon that you want as their insured weapon. They can drop it for you and you can exfil with it. If you do this correctly and you repeat it over and over again, you can fill your contraband stash with the weapons that you desire. Now, keycards are very important in DMZ, but a lot of people don't know that these keycards that I'm showing you on the screen right now are actually needed for missions, and you won't be able to progress if you accidentally destroy these later on in the game. If you did accidentally burn a keycard that you needed, I would recommend joining my group that I've set up specifically for DMZ and Warzone 2.0, which is called Mr. Fishy McFish. You can search for it in the groups feature, either through DMZ or Warzone or through Modern Warfare 2. They'll be available till we reach 1,000 members, and you can squad up and ask people there to help out do challenges and missions, as well as Easter eggs. We do also have a Discord which you can join in there as well. The link is in the description. Now, most of the high loot areas have been nerfed, and a lot of them now are behind locked doors, so you're going to need a lot of keys, and the easiest way to spawn keys are from using the SAM turret and shooting down supply boxes, from completing HVT contracts, because when you eliminate the HVT, they will always drop a key, although it is a random drop. You could also loot other high-value areas that are behind locked doors. The post office is in a denied area, which is also a locked door, will also sometimes have keys that spawn in there too. And one of the other best ways to get keys is to destroy the Helo Commander, which we talked about earlier, and to do the supply drop event, which happens late in an exfil. 3 supply boxes with epic loot will drop from the sky, and you'll be able to get a key out of those boxes too. These methods will also work if you're hunting for Building 21 keycards too. And if you still need more DMZ goodness, I've got all the secret dead drop locations here in this video up here, or I've got the best loot spot on the map in this video here.